Good afternoon. Um, I am signing back on for our Wednesday edition of Live Streams in the Desert, or Live Stream in Dry Places. And I have a guest teacher with me today, Mr. Wendell. He's going to be helping us out today because today I'm going to talk about uh, a skill, a relationship skill that I learned from the Emotionally Healthy Discipleship Relationships course called community temperature reading. And I thought I could practice with you with Mr. Wendell, because him and I have been having a lot of relational conflict. We've been just having some problems. So I thought we could maybe sort it out on the air today together. If you're like us, like my family, there's been a lot more FaceTime together. We've all been stuck kind of in the same place. Needs and expectations are changing every single day, and emotions are running really high. And so there's, need for a lot more clear communication and a lot more clear expectations. And it's just a way to love one another well during this time as Christ has called us to. Because, like I said, this time really opens us up to a lot more conflict than what we're used to. And so Mary Kate and I have been working for the last couple of weeks on this skill from the Emotionally Healthy Discipleship course called Community Temperature Reading. And it's helped us to practically love one another in a deeper way as Christ commands us to do. Community Temperature Reading, or CTR, the skill helps you learn to express yourself in a healthy way by briefly sharing in 5 different categories. So you sit down with your spouse or your coworker or your brother or sister or your child, and you say, "Hey, let's do a community temperature reading. I want to read your temperature. I want to see how you're doing, and I want you to know how I'm doing." And it gives 5 kind of categories to work through that help you to be able to communicate your heart and what's going on in your life. And that way, there's understanding, and it also is just a chance for you to be able to share and to learn how to share your own emotions and fears and anxieties and hopes and dreams and the things that are going on in your heart. So I'm just going to kind of work through it. So how you do it is you sit down and say, "Hey, I want to do a CTR with you real quick." And so there are kind of 5 categories that you work through. So the first of those is appreciations. So you start by acknowledging what you appreciate about the other person, and then it doesn't have to be huge, amazing, right? It's not something that you do that goes really above and beyond, but just something normal that you appreciate. So I might say to Wendell, "Wendell, hey, I appreciate your smile. I love when you smile. I also really appreciate how well you sleep at night. You're just doing a great job, and you're doing an awesome job eating." So those are a few things that I really appreciate about you. And then I give him an opportunity to share with me things that he appreciates about me. So go ahead, buddy. Okay, well, thank you. That's really nice. So then we go to the second category, which is puzzles. So you share an appreciation, and then you share a puzzle. So this part is helping you move from judgment and accusations to curiosity and communication. So instead of, let's say, we don't have a dishwasher, but if we did, I might say, "How come you didn't load the dishwasher, Wendell? Why aren't you loading the dishwasher? You saw that there was dirty dishes and you just let it go," right? Now that's judgmental. That's accusatory. And there might be a million reasons why Wendell didn't load the dishwasher, right? So instead of accusations, we do puzzles instead. So I say, "Wendell, I'm puzzled why you didn't load the dishwasher." So that lets me express a concern in a way that isn't accusatory and gives him an opportunity to respond and work towards clarity between the two of us. So that's puzzles. And again, it's helping to fight judgment. The third is complaints. The third category is complaints. So you do appreciations, puzzles, and then complaints. And I don't know about your family, but my family really struggled and continues to struggle with complaints, right? I think most of us don't know how to complain in a healthy way. So this skill helps you to offer a complaint along with an action item to change. So it's not just, "You poop in your pants. I really wish you would stop pooping in your pants. No, it's I've you say you use this little phrase. You say I notice and I prefer. So Wendell, I notice that you um I notice that you poop in your pants, and I would really prefer it if I mean you get a year or two, but I'd really prefer it if you learned how to poop on the toilet, and and I want to help you to be able to do that better. So that way you're kind of it's not just a negative, but you're actually offering a way for change. But it's not wrong to, not like something. It's not wrong to have a preference, and so that gives you an opportunity to share some of those things. So that's complaints. And then fourth is new information. So then you offer new information about your day. So let's say Wendell was supposed to nap at 1 o'clock, but obviously, as you can tell, he's napping right now. So if and that wasn't part of the plan. Like he didn't tell me that he was going to nap at a different time. So this morning, if we were doing the CTR, he could have said, "Hey, Dad, just so you know, I know I was supposed to nap at 3 o'clock today, but actually, I'd really prefer if I napped closer to 1 o'clock." And I just want to let you know this is the new information for me. And so on a more on a less silly scale, Mary Kate and I did this morning, run through our CTRs, and one new information item for her was just, hey, dinner is usually at 5:30, but actually we're going to plan on having it closer to 7. Just because it's going to take a little bit longer to prepare. So that was just new information, right? And it just helps me with expectations. It helps her just in communication. So that's that. And then the final category is hopes and dreams. So you share your hopes and dreams with one another. So it could either be a short-term thing. So Wendell, I really hope that you eat well at your next feeding. I really hope that. Or it could be, something more long term. Wendell, I really hope that you like to play the guitar, because I'd love to play guitar with you someday. Excuse me, in the next 5 to 10 years, right? Not 5 years, more or less. Sorry, 10 years. So it could be long term. Now that's these are still examples, but so you're sharing your hopes and dreams with the other person, and that's really important, so that they can help you with those things, and it's just good to keep your spirit alive, right? As we're it's because it's just hard in the mundane. So being able to express those things brings a lot of joy. So again, the 5 categories, so Mary Kate and I did this morning. We sat down and I said, hey, let's do a CTR real quick, and we shared what we appreciated about one another. I said, honey, I love that you gave me a little bit of space last night. You knew I was processing something, and you took over some responsibilities that I normally do, and you didn't complain about it. And I really appreciated that. And then puzzles, hey, I'm puzzled why, well, I won't go into puzzles and complaints with my wife, but then I offered some new information. Hey, I'm going into the office tomorrow, at 3, because I've got to do this thing that I didn't know I had to do. And now, and then hopes and dreams. Hey, I really hope that, Mary Kate's was, I really hope I get to take a nap today. I really want to take a nap today with Wendell. So that was, so that's, and it's been this little thing that we just build into our day, that it keeps us proactive, because if we aren't proactive in our communication, I found I naturally revert to being reactive about the events during the day, and my expectations and all these kinds of things get really jacked up. And so this really easy skill, it's been very simple, but it's really helped us in being able to communicate more thoroughly and to love each other more deeply, because we're more aware of each other's needs, right? Like if I never share my needs with Mary Kate, then there's no way that she can love me and take care of those needs, and vice versa. So it's really helped us in that. So I highly encourage you to try this with your spouse, with your roommate, with a sibling, with your child, with your coworker, to move towards a more proactive. You don't have to do it every day, but try at least doing it once and getting into it. And because I feel like this could be really, really helpful. So that's that. Wendell, do you have anything that you'd like to say? Wow, that was profound. That was really profound. Okay, well, God bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you. Have a great day, Lakeside.